back to Grand Forks about 2 years ago, I knew that the first thing I needed to do was to find a gym. So I promptly set about trying to find the best gym in town and quickly discovered the UND Wellness Center was where it was at. I became a volunteer Pilates instructor. So I've been doing that for about 2 years and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's been great. I love doing Pilates. I did it for probably 8 years when I lived in New York City. And when I moved back to North Dakota, it was great that I could find a place where I could do it, but also teach some students in the process. It's so much to me. It's sort of my rock. It's where I go when I'm not at home and I just need a change of pace and I need something relaxing and productive to be doing. I'm a very active person and the Wellness Center provides that for me. I started the Rolling on the River inline skating marathon, so you can imagine there's a lot of planning that went into that, and I will tell you, hours of just rollerblading on the greenway and sitting here on an elliptical at the Wellness Center. There's really nothing like it. I've been working out at gyms for probably 15 years and this is by far my favorite. There are obviously a lot of your typical college age students, but there's also some faculty and there's also some older than average people here as well. One of the big reasons I like teaching here at the Wellness Center is because over the years I have developed a very, very strong appreciation for being active, for staying in shape. Now that I'm back here in North Dakota and I have the opportunity to teach, what I really enjoy about working with the students is sort of telling them my story and bringing them maybe another perspective into their lives as to why physical fitness and being active and maintaining good core strength is really important and how it can help you in your own life. And it's been really great. I've had the opportunity to personally witness some pretty amazing transformations in some of the students. There was a girl last year who, at the start of winter semester, she decided she was going to really get in shape. And she took my class for 12 weeks and she also started running. And now when I look at her, she's running half marathons, she's in great shape, and she's really transformed herself. And her life overall, I think, is just much more active and happy and positive. So it's really great to see a story like that because I like to think that now her life will always involve physical fitness of some sort and she's just going to live a happier life for that.
I was one of the group that was here to found the Wellness Center. Started here in 2004 in the old Hislop. Got to see kind of the whole reality of the process come to fruition. The whole idea and the concept of the 7 pillars of wellness come to reality and sort of see the students embrace exactly what the original concept was. I look at the experience that we had as a group and it was such a fluid and free-flowing organization that it was a great learning experience for so many people. This has really been my launching pad in the way that I came into something that was somewhat foreign to me. It was sink or swim, but you never really could sink because you had this great core group of people that were helping you out all the time. I look at myself now. I own a company that builds and restores old World War II airplanes, and I come back to some of the experiences that I learned here at the Wellness Center. I think when you walk up to the building and you see that it's named the Student Wellness Center is an important part of the building, that it is named for the students who came up with the concept and idea of the Wellness Center. At the heart of it was what the students wanted and what they expected of the university and what they wanted came to life here. It's the students that kind of carry on the high expectations that they have for the Wellness Center. For me, it was more about the people and the group that we brought all these ideas, and we had high expectations of ourselves. We had high expectations of the students, and they rose to it. That's what always struck me about the Wellness Center was that people sort of aspired to better things. They've always stuck to having higher expectations of the students here, the students coming here, and the staff working.
Student government. We created a referendum and we educated students, telling them that Plan A, which was a smaller concept, was possible with the current dollars that we already had available, but that Concept B was a better plan that was closer in line with the goals and the dreams that we had for what the Wellness Center could be. But students overwhelmingly supported the additional fee increase to be able to create the Wellness Center that we wanted and that students had really dreamt about for a long time. So one of the things that the Wellness Center reminds me of is just the fact that students have such a powerful voice on this campus. And when students gather around a certain issue or cause and really explore the issue and learn as much as they can about the factors and really voice their opinion about what matters to them, they can make almost anything happen. At UND, we value the tradition and everything that alumni bring. The Wellness Center still, of course, values the alumni who were part of this project, but also alumni who've been supportive of the university in other ways. We really cared from the very beginning about all 7 dimensions of wellness. We wanted to educate students, faculty, and staff about really all dimensions of wellness, not just physical. So it was important that those elements were incorporated throughout the building in a variety of ways. It's fun to see people engaged in healthy, active behaviors throughout the building.
My wellness journey started here in guest relations, and then I went on to become a membership assistant, and now I'm the marketing assistant here in the Wellness Center. It originally started off as just a job, but and then it grew to become much more than that. I feel like I really gained a lot of real world experience working here. I learned a lot of things that I don't think I would have been able to learn anywhere else. When I say it's become a second home, it really has. The relationships that I've formed with people here, it's been like a family to me. I'm from New Jersey, so I live far away, don't really get to go home that often. So this kind of feels like I get to go home a little bit more when you're surrounded by people who you enjoy so much. When I want a really good workout, I come to cycling. I find that I really get pushed here. It's also a good social event too, because you can come with your friends. It sounds cliche to say, but the 7 dimensions are so important in my life, and I feel like the Wellness Center really does do a great job at incorporating those 7 dimensions. Not only telling people what they're about, but actually living by them. The Wellness Center really is, it's a community. Whenever I come in here to work out, I see staff members, I see faculty members, you see them in all different areas here, and I love it. It's nice to be able to just walk around either on the weight floor or come upstairs to the cardio deck and just run into somebody that I know.
It's amazing. We've brought people over here from universities around the country, especially people who are interested in exercise. I spend a lot of time on the weight floor. We've got fantastic equipment, and I enjoy interacting with the students, and as a professor, I enjoy teaching. So whether it's teaching, somebody asks me how to do deadlifts and we work on something, it's a great facility, but nothing compares to having the young people and the students around to interact with, and it's just an outstanding facility. I love the cardio deck, do some stuff up there, and really enjoyed it ever since it's open. I think in the classroom I really like to teach and use experience, really experiential learning. What I enjoy here is coming to Wellness Center, and there's a great element of, I think, respect on the weight floor with regards to some of us older guys. And we talk to them about open grips versus closed grip, and I enjoy doing that because at the end of the day I'm always a faculty member no matter where I am. And that carries over on the Student Wellness Advisory Committee, where we spend a lot of time looking at how things are going on in the Wellness Center and perhaps what's the student, faculty, staff perspective on what things could change or what improvements we could make. And SWAC has been instrumental in bringing a lot of improvements that are perhaps behind the scenes. We're really at the forefront of interacting and bringing things to the committee to try to change and make positive changes. One thing is it's a big open space. It's really airy with the natural light, the suspended running track. It's a really fantastic facility. And then there's the other elements that we have here, the cooking classes. the meditation room. There's a lot of other added dimensions of wellness that perhaps I don't always do, but I think are important for the greater community and really and truthfully the university community. It's just a vibrant place where there's always something going on. Who knows, if you have a question on the wait for it, come and talk to me, because we mentor not only in the classroom and our students every day, but we carry that throughout our life and mentor here at the Wellness Center.
Brought on when actually we were at the HISLOB in our interim facility, getting ready for this facility to open. We were in a lot of different spaces. We had just a little over 60 pieces of equipment. So to move into this facility was quite a treat. We literally tripled our number of equipment, tripled our usage numbers, and actually for the day we opened our doors here to where we are now, we have actually 200 more people coming through the door daily, 1,000 more probably monthly, and over 55,000 more annually. We were pretty grateful that those students back in 2002, 2003 decided that this was important and that this campus needed a facility such as this. The sheer numbers just really show how well this campus has embraced wellness. We just hope to have those numbers continue to grow and our reach to continue to grow as well. I'm sitting in one of the jewels of the Wellness Center, which is the culinary corner. It allows us to address the educational component for nutrition for students and faculty and staff here on campus. It's a great place for students to come. We have weekly events here, free events, as well as we also have team building events, and you can book the space for it, as well as we've offered a lot of diversity type events with celebrity chefs and some cultural nights. It's just a great place to gather.
I came on in 2002 and actually got a chance to work with students and faculty and staff to begin to look at what could happen for UND. What began as a possible renovation of the HISLOP grew into what we have today, which is this world-class facility. It's been nationally recognized. Certainly, I'm standing on the shoulders of many people who daily do the work to make sure that we're meeting the needs of students, faculty, and staff. This facility is phenomenal. It still looks pretty much like the day we opened, and that's because of the dedication of the employees of the Wellness Center. We've grown so that we now encompass both the counseling center, the student health, the health promotion, peer education, as well as the Wellness Center operation. Those are integral parts of supporting the students to be academically successful on our campus. What we have in front of us is an action plan that addresses the leading issues that impact student academic success. We've had faculty and staff and students from all over campus come together and say, this is where we can go. We're building on great to exceptional, and we are positioning ourselves so that by the year 2020, UND will continue to be this world-class facility. It will also have world-class programs and services. Our students are world-class. We deserve world-class. The Quiet Lounge is hidden in the corner, if you were, of the Wellness Center. This little space in the Wellness Center is actually an opportunity for people to come in and decompress from the busyness of life. And it's just a great place to just come and, again, just relax.